Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So XDC is sitting here at 2 cents, 2.5. I bought more today. I couldn't help myself. I mean, these prices are totally crazy. And I 100% believe in this asset. So let's take a look. I hope XDC will drop as much as possible. Then I buy a juicy dip. That's why I wouldn't care too much about why people are selling. XDC will defend itself. Then we see this. XDC makes Ethereum and EOS irrelevant. And we look at this chart down here, okay? And look at XDC. I mean, the fees, just as much as Ripple. I mean, transactions per second, and we know it was tested for a lot more transactions than 2000. And then we see this transaction confirmation, so it finalizes those transactions in 2 seconds. Smart contract support, and then on top of it we see the energy consumption. I mean, how can you not believe in this token? Then we see this. Did you know that the XDC network is an EVM compatible smart contract platform? Our goal in this regard is to support projects to launch on our network by creating smart contracts and building tech on top of the network. See, they're always building and things are always happening. Even if we're in a bear market, I mean, I don't know. Some people might have lost money in this because it dropped. And now they hate the token. But the thing is, you got to look at crypto like this. If you're going to put money in, okay, you never put in more than you can afford to lose, and you never lose unless you sell. Always think of it like that. Accelerating CBDCs, ISO standard instant settlement, Bank of Russia accelerates schedule for digital ruble project. And that's the thing. Everything's going to start moving very fast now. A lot of people don't believe that. They still think we're 3 years away. How can we be 3 years away? Think about it. Okay, the rest of the world is all moving fast. Our enemies are moving fast. Countries that we consider an enemy. So what do you do when the enemy starts getting the edge? You have to catch up. You have to level the playing field. So when people say to you, oh, the U.S. isn't going to do anything for at least the next 3 years, they're totally wrong. I mean, we race to get everything done faster than someone else. Why would we not race to get ahead in the financial institutions? You know, in the global economy, we have to keep the dollar relevant, whatever that dollar is. And then we see this. XDC is a scam, rug pull, Xinfin wrecked XDC holders. And then we see this. Me over here stacking USDC, so the next time the market tanks, I can pick up some more XDC and QNT. So you're always going to have those people that call a crypto a scam. There's people out there calling cryptocurrency a scam in general, not just XDC. I mean all crypto. There's people that you'll talk to in the real world. Like you'll walk out and talk to someone and you'll bring up crypto because you hold crypto and you want to talk about it, and they'll say, oh, I lost money in crypto a long time ago, I'm never getting back into that scam again. But why did they lose money? And how did they lose money? Well, I could tell you the number one way that they lost their money is by selling. If you don't sell, you don't lose. You just wait until the price goes to your price point, and then you get profit. And the other part of it is this. A lot of people get impatient in the markets, and then they get wrecked. And once that happens, then right away, crypto's a scam. It makes no sense to me. Like you can't look at utility. You can't look at use case. All you see is the scam. I just don't understand that. Need XDC at sub 2 cents for my buy orders to be filled. So people are still buying XDC. You could go on Twitter and type in, any crypto. You could put in algo, scam. Somebody's going to say it's a scam. You could put in QNT. Somebody's going to call it a scam because that's what people do. I'm actually doing a video on all cryptocurrency and how people feel that these coins are a scam. And to me, it makes me think that we're close to taking off. So the future is digital, and XDC will play a huge role in the very near future. The price is just a distraction. Utility will win the day. 2022 will be huge. And that's the thing. When you look at these maps, and the partnerships and all, and people still will say to you, yeah, but I don't see anything happening with that. Well, you see HSBC, ING, other banks. Then you'll see like how they're involved with IBM. And I told you on this channel many times in other videos, any crypto has anything to do with IBM is about to explode. Because IBM is building the new financial system. Then we see this, absolutely spot on. Please remember, XDC is used for settlement liquidity, gas, and many utilities that are being built on chain. Tokens built on chain help build our ecosystem. Please, and I mean, that's what you got to understand. You got to know what you hold. You can't sell because of the market dipping. The market's going to dip no matter what, at any price level. I mean, think about it like this, okay? You invested $1,000. It went up to $10,000. You didn't sell. You held because you thought it was going to 12. Then it dips down to 8. And because you sold at 8 and lost that extra $2,000 right away, you're going to call it a scam when you're still up. And people do that. I see it all the time. I see when markets take off and people say, I wish I would have sold. But then you'll see that same person tweet like maybe a day or two later, oh, crypto is such a scam. You still took profit. If a new token gets created on top of the XRP Ledger, does that detract what XRP does with cross-border payments and its use case? No. Same goes with XDC. And I'm going to show you something right now. So XDC is a layer 1 project. Trotacoin is a layer 2 project built on the XDC network, bringing additional value to XDC. Because people are saying, oh, that was the rug pull. They forked and now they have a second coin. That's not even what is going on. So you can't get distracted by things like this. You can't sell because you see something like this on Twitter. Because you need to do the research and find out what is actually going on with this. And it's only going to add value to XDC. The network is still being built. XDC network is just like ERC20 or Binance Network and other layer 1s. Trota is one of the projects from Trade Tech that built on the XDC network. Simple as that. It's not that XDC lost value. It's not that they forked it and now all of a sudden we have a new coin and XDC is going to 0. It just so happened that this is all coming out at the same time that XDC's price is also dipping. XRP will rug pull just like the other fake ISO 222 tokens like XLM and XDC. Ripple donated millions to MIT when Gary Gensler was teaching there. The whole SEC case against Ripple is so that when Ripple rugs on the XRP and the investors blame the SEC, not Ripple. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Honestly. And then the same people will go and write 4 or 5 other tweets on that and how ISO 222 is fake. And that it's not real, or it's a scam, or CBDCs don't need cryptocurrency to be involved. I'm going to do a second video today just on that, because I believe it's important to let people know what's actually going on. Because if you go on here and you read any of what I just showed you, a lot of new investors will sell. I mean, people that hold XDC and have held it for a while now know where we're going. But a new investor doesn't understand that. So SWIFT is dead either way. And remember, we moved to ISO 222 standards by November. What do we see there? XDC and XRP, XLM, and Algo are the only few cryptos out there compliant to ISO 222. You could also add in IOTA, HBAR. Casper's probably now on that list. Anybody who's involved with IBM, you could guarantee, I can almost guarantee you they're ISO 222 compliant, because they wouldn't have a partnership with IBM if they weren't compliant. So more use cases from the world's largest financial leaders. Interoperability is the key word. And Interledger Protocol and ISO 222 provide that to the entire new global payment infrastructure to take over the USD and SWIFT messaging. Now, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so anybody who tries to fudge you out of XDC needs to just stop. You need to stop and say to yourself, nope, I know what I invested in. I'm not selling. If you are a new investor, I'm talking to you. Do not sell XDC based on the FUD, because right here is the whole thing. And right there we see Xinfin, XDC, okay, tied to JP Morgan, tied to SWIFT, tied to IBM, tied to Ripple, tied to IOTA, Stellar, Algorand, Circle. And I'm telling you, this is going to be massive. This coin is going to take off. Maybe they're fudding now all over Twitter because we're coming closer to the time. I don't know. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.